just woke up and subsequently I was doing the entire initial analysis for like 5 minutes without my headset plugged in. So there was no audio. Restarting the video. I will tell you guys. Basically, I'll zoom through this a little bit because the changes aren't anything too crazy. Facets removed. Pretty crazy. That was a big change. I did like facets. Hopefully some sort of way is changed to add some more control and variability to heroes. If not, whatever, but it was nice to have it around. Innate no longer scales with other abilities level, so this affects things like um, what hero specifically did that? Oh, I wonder how that affects. I wonder. So I guess they changed Invoker scaling too if they removed facets. But there was it like Lunar Glaze scaled with ulti, or is that per level? No, that was per level. Blue's no scale with other abilities. Golly, it must not have been many heroes because they're not ones I played. But anyways, now they don't. Very useful. Thank you for the example, Mercedes. Very helpful. Glad you pointed out this hero that it does this to, so that way I had a little chance to know. No problem, Rainavir. On its position, so other don't provide either initial or improve on a per level basis, so kind of like DK Innate. It's a good example of that. Um, abilities that had per level upscaling. Flag Bearer creep more experience. Siege units come second siege unit comes at 30 minutes to 35, and second one occurs at 60. Meeting point of lane for the creeps in the off lane is now more towards the off lane. Creeps on the off lane side are slower for a few seconds. Creeps on the safe lane side are faster for a few seconds at the start, and this happens till 7:30. So now that whole blocking until it goes under the enemy safe lane tower is much different. Blocking in the lane is actually relevant again, and you can actually block it in front of your offlane tower effectively if you block well enough. So I assume safe lane and offlane are going to be watching blocks again once more, so they might have less presence on runes. Tormentor is basically stronger and scales better, so that's pretty wild for the most part, and doesn't deal damage to neutral units anymore. Slightly nerfed the the gold received, but that's fine. I think it's fair. Roche now starts. Oh, and it also starts bottom instead of starting top. Roshan now starts top side. This is pretty big. Wisdom and Lotus pools now reverse the cooldown instead of reducing or instead of freezing it, which is pretty wild. I can see some interesting shenanigans occurring because of that. Wisdom shrines now scale better, but have lower starting base ones. Tormentor spawns. This is about where I was. Tormentor spawns have positioned closer towards Lotus pools. Okie dokie. So I wanted to go into a lobby and see what this new position is. Where are cheats? Cheats, yes. Perfect. Oh, Tormentor's on low ground now. I like that. That's dangerous. It's even more important to bring like some sort of ward. And you have vision of it from multiple angles. From 3 directions it's on the low ground. Wow. Okay. Tormentor suddenly got a lot more dangerous to take, but I like that. I think it was too easy to secure it before. Much too easy. I am curious to see where... Oh, there's a new item. Plus 40 area of effect. Oh, they added area effect to Shiva's and, I assume. Yeah, area of effect and Gleipnir has it. I think it had it for a bit, but it has it again. All right, let's see this. Two more spawn areas have been reduced to low ground relative to the lane's level. Yep. Most pools have been slightly closer to their respective offlane tower. Have they? I guess slightly really is slightly. Okay, let's look at the waves. Oh, it's mid. It's mode mid only. I queued up mid only roll mode. Really, just great stuff all around. Really fantastic. No mistakes here. Okay. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. To engage slightly moved away from the stairs towards the map border. Yeah, we saw that it was moved. Oh, this camp's interesting. I mean, it's blocked from vision here, which is nice. Unless you're like farming it here, which you wouldn't do. You'd farm it over here. This is another camp, I assume. Okay. To engage slightly moved. Yep. The watcher between the safe lane, tier 1 tower, and the tormentor has been repositioned. Wait, which one? The watcher between the safe lane, tier 1 tower, and the tormentor. Oh, the one that was here. Okay, yeah. That one's obviously different. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, these are so... And those zoom. Let's see how it looks with no block. Actually, no, because we can block. We can look at bottom. So let's do some... Oh! I didn't know they go that far to the left. That's good to know. I'll have a blink in a real game to fix that too, of course. Okay, so it's still... Actually, it's still pretty close to safe lane. It's just not that close. But if you block well, you do get the lane in a pretty... You can get it in a pretty defensive spot. That being said, you know, so the support is still gonna... Would be nice for the support to have some assistance contesting the side. So... Okay. It's not... I thought it was gonna be like over here or something. But it's not as drastic as I thought. When it said one wave slowed and one sped up for a few seconds. Let's go over here so there's no background audio. Yeah, the gates are more... They feel like a bigger objective now to hold. To be honest. I imagine a lot of wards would put like... I guess it depends, because if you put it over here, you see more of the camp, but like you still can't see the camp unless they farm poorly. If you put it more over... If you put it more over here, you can see the watcher more. But that's only relevant around the time of the spawn. And I assume that's good. all vision is on, so we didn't get de-aggroed. That's funny. Um, I assume that'll be more relevant when the actual camp's near spawning, and this will be one of the obvious spots to ward. So maybe like words like this. I mean, this is, you know, always a classic. I assume the sentry would be placed here though, so you can't put it too close to here. But maybe like here. Here and here would be strong. But maybe that's like too obvious. Something like, I don't know if these trees block. Let's get some wards and test that. I think I have infinite wards. But we'll certainly see shortly. Okay, no, this gets blocked completely by the tree here. Okay. Wait, no, not completely. Some bleeds through. You see like the smallest bit. So this is basically only useful to scout that they are in fact there doing it, which is like not even a bad scout, and it's probably hard to de-ward. I do like those hard to de-ward options. This is also, this is a nice one too. That'll, cause especially if like these spots become popular, they'll put a, you know, you'll have to put like 2 sentries to de-ward this to like actually have solid control. I think you can see this. Okay, interesting. I'm curious to see if people will bother to double. I mean, also it'll depend partly on like how like much control you have over the game at the time, and if you can just like throw a body at it to like if they try to contest. Ancient neutral camps near stream ends, demoted to meeting camp and move slightly towards bases. Again, they use slightly very correctly. This is a medium camp now. Yeah. Little old boglet. Medium neutral camp near offlaner defender has been demoted to a small neutral camp. Okay, so they just took away the ancient camps for there. I wonder if hard carries will not be so okay with farming that part of the map now because of that. That being said, there still is a neutral camp near the gate, but that is a little bit more spooky to farm. And there's just less net worth in the area now. Tier 1 Safely towers have been moved slightly away from their pool camps and where the creeps meet. Oh. I didn't even notice. The Radiant Safe Lane small camp has been slightly moved north away from the lane. Okay. I wonder if that impacts when supports try to pull a little, like the enemy support tries to pull. Radiant Safe Lane hard camp spawn box has been moved toward the offlane to remove a bad ward location. Radiant Safe Lane hard camp. Radiant offlane tier 2 tower has been adjusted slightly to the left such that creeps do not path on both sides of the tower. That's fair. The ramp leading from the Radiant Tier 1 tower to the stream has been deceased. The ramp leading from the Radiant Tier 1 tower to the stream has been decreased in width and moved away from the tower. Tier 1 tower to the stream. That's decreased, huh? There's this whole like area behind. This is interesting. Because you're not going to have vision of this on Radiant without vision. So like somebody... I didn't like when it was here. It didn't feel as dangerous, but this feels more dangerous. And do you have pathing? Yeah, I think the wave sees you. Let's see. Yeah, you can get seen if there's a wave. But you can dodge that easier. This is interesting change. More invadable. Medium flooded camp near the safely treated stream. Medium flooded camp. Medium flooded camp near Brownie. Still trees. I'm gonna walk through these a little bit faster now. Health restoration now applies to all form of life gain. Okay. Incoming heal amplification now stacks diminishingly with health restoration instead of additively with outgoing heal amplification. Thank God. I assume that'll like make Dazzle a bit weaker. His healing was fucking bonkers. Spells that previously had a separate value for incoming heal reduction now only modify health restoration. Okay. As well as spells that only modify health restoration will not actually affect incoming heals. Okay. Lifesteal and damage manipulation. Physical and magical lifesteal will now take into account overall damage reductions. How much lifesteal? Okay. Interesting. Historical list was calculated for some damage reductions or amplifications were applied. As a result, you could gain health from attacks that dealt no damage. This will not happen anymore. That's a fair change, honestly. Like, what's the word? In a world where lifesteal is applied based on the damage done, doing no damage is still lifestealing was weird, so I do like that change. The only amplification that is not taken into account is increased damage against illusions. Okay. Now, right, for reflected damage. Reflected damage cannot be reflected back. Lifesteal and spell don't apply to reflected damage. Is Quap going to be an exception? Because I think it applied to Blade Mail before. Oh wait, no, faucets are gone. Interesting. Okay, I guess it's irrelevant now. She doesn't have Succubus anymore. Oops. Units with free movement now can misread attacks when attacking uphill targets. Oh, okay, so that's like that, Dragon Knight. Interesting. I actually didn't even know that they could not miss uphill. But I don't... I mean, I guess theoretically it could make sense. If they're flying, they could be considered a higher level. Or they could be like considered a level, like +1 level to their current level or whatever. But whatever. I don't mind the change. Items in all shop categories except for consumables have been rearranged to accommodate new items. Consumables now include infused raindrops. Did it not before? Interesting. Chasm Stone. This is a new area effect item. Or it's upgrade. Do not stack. Makes sense. Shawl. So that's basically, did they remove Cloak? No, they didn't. So they decreased the magic resistance and increased the cost. Very cool. So there's just two items that are very similar to each other. Okay, what do they build then to at least? Pipe and Mage Slayer. Pipe and what the heck? So makes 3 stacks, 1 getting second movement speed is increased. So this is, we're League now? They have an item very similar to this. You know, should come all stacks again and all damage barrier for 7 seconds. So 360. So wait, is this just, you just get a stack just from walking around? So you just have a bonus 360 barrier now? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So you just have a 360 barrier. Can you gain these in the middle of a fight? I'm gonna die. Okay, no. The answer is no, you cannot get it in the middle of a fight. Interesting. And the last one. Oh, Glimmer builds out of it now. Okay. So is Glimmer cheaper then? Recipe changed. I don't think it is. I think it was 2150 before. Maybe it was 2250 or something. Wait, no, that would have been a significant difference. Significant difference. That was 450 gold. I don't know. 900. 800. I can't remember. I didn't play support as much. Splint Mail costs 950 gold. 7 armor. Wizard Hat. Provides a bit of mana. There's a wizard hat built in too. Mana boots now. They definitely made this a bit more expensive. Arcane boots. Now also provides base mana again. Yes! Feels nice for anti-mage. A little bit. The slightest bit. That was a pseudo nerf to anti-mage before because people have smaller mana pools now. Everybody who built mana boots. Increased cost. Cost increased. Cornucopia removed. I like that. I did not like Cornucopia. That felt like such a random item. Does this build Battle Fury again? It does. Okay. Thank goodness. I much preferred the Perseverance Battle Fury. Are broadswords? No. Now also modifies incoming healing. Shard. Reset cooldowns no longer refreshes items. Interesting. Did they do that to Refresher 2? It does. They did. Wow. That's a big fucking change. So like no more double BKB Satanics. That makes that item much weaker. I mean, certain things are like still very strong with it. Like, you know, having 2 sets of spells is very good, but it's much weaker now on cores by and large. That's pretty interesting. Item moved back to Secret Shop. Okay, so life steal is increased. Okay. We already read about that. Okay, excuse me? Does Roshan just do that now? He just permanently tosses you? Or is that like a temp bug? That makes me want to play like Magnus or Tiny or something now. That's crazy that happened just now to me. Maybe we'll read something about it. Wait, what is this saying about at least once a game? Oh, it's only for 7 seconds, I see. Oh yeah, it can't gain damage, or stacks after for 3 seconds. Has a bunch, but doesn't proc from health loss damage. Okay. Requires Ghost Scepter, Crozier, Soul Booster, and a recipe. +6 all attributes, health mana. Rite of Ramusk. The wearer enters ghost form, becoming immune to physical damage, but is unable to attack and 30% more vulnerable to magic damage. Steals 5% move speed from enemy heroes in a radius every second for 4 seconds, so 5 to 20% from each. Move speed still lasts 1.5 seconds. Bonus is stack and have duration refresh on getting new stack. No mana cost, cooldown 20 seconds. Form of soul and speed can be dispelled off the wearer, but the stealing buff that provides new stacks can't. Okay, so you can remove the speed they gain, but you can't remove or regain the stacks or the speed until it's over. Reduces health restoration of nearby enemies heroes. Wow. Alright, is active. Defects increased to 75%. Wow. Wow, they really... So they gave supports a way to reduce healing, besides Urn, the upgraded Urn vessel. That is a fucking lot of things that this item does. Where is Ghost Scepter? Here. I want to see this in action under various conditions. Interesting. That's a big amount of health reduction. I mean, it is expensive. It's still gonna be because it's 3,000 for an item solely for the support itself. Well, I mean, well, total it's 4,800, but you know, Ghost Scepter is like a quote reasonable item to buy, so it's still like another 3,300 gold on top of that. So it's still expensive. I doubt it's gonna be rushed. I mean, Vessel is nicer to have in a lot of times, but it's like pretty nice late. I mean, that being said, a lot of supports by then will, or cores by then will also have a nullifier. So it's yet to be seen if it's like all that. I wonder if are there any heroes? I mean, Spirit Breaker scales off of movement speed. He's kind of silly. Maybe that could be like a core interaction, like a core who buys it. I can't remember if he has an alternate name. They really should fix that. Okay. I wonder if there's any other heroes that might benefit from it, like intrinsically as terms of damage. I wonder if Muerta cares at all to buy it. It does have the anti-heal, so that's useful. Primal Beast, maybe? Primal Beast, Spirit Breaker. I think those are the only ones I can think of right now. Okay. Require Urn of Shadow, Chainmail. Does Urn still build into Vessel, or did they remove that? No, it does. Okay. Essence Distiller. Armor, Mana, and Urn. So release. When cast on an ally, provides 40 health regen. Maybe you should read it here so I can compare it. Okay, so still 40. Grant target to lie dormant for up to 15 seconds and attach to the first enemy that comes within 400 radius when our enemy deals 25% enterprise. True sight over them and shares their vision with the wearer's team. Lasts 8 seconds. Huh? Does it also get a charge upon wearer's death? Does that say it in the description for Urn? really say. Okay, so it just, generally speaking, gives vision in an area too. Interesting. Less 8 seconds. Okay. Interesting. And I assume it will work that way, but I want to check really quick if Medusa can gain stat because she's not losing HP. No, oh wait, no, she does lose a little bit of HP. Okay. Oh, it says here against charge, yeah. Specialist array. We're back. 20 damage, 20 agility, split shot. With a 120-degree angle in front. With an attack range plus 50. Shield projectiles deal 20 plus 75% damage of normal attack. Do not trigger on hit effects. Projectiles 20 plus full damage of a normal attack. Ability procs. 30% chance. Okay. Our specialist array. Dragonlance Orb of Venom. And a recipe. Damage, agility, strength, and attack range, quite a bit. Attacks poison the target for 3 seconds, dealing magic damage equal to 25% of the target's max health every second. That's nice. It's reapplied, the duration refresh can't be applied to illusions or to Roshan. That's nice. You can actually check if something is an illusion just by hitting it, if you're quick enough. 3 seconds, passive polycephaly. Range attacks have 80% chance to fire to up to 3 nearby targets that aren't the original attack target. The additional projectiles deal over 75% damage to a normal attack and do not trigger on hit. Except the miasma is triggered. Attack deals whatever slow damage normal attacks. Building special area does not work with those sorts of from other heroes' abilities. Okay, so it's more stats, and it does max health damage. Not much. 3.5%, 2.5%. So let's say somebody has speed generous and given 3,000 health. That's going to be 25. That's going to be 75 damage a second. Am I mathing correctly? Because 100 would be 2.5, so 1,000 would be 25. Yeah. So that's going to be 75 damage a second. I mean, it's more than Radiance, but it's not like that significance. I mean, as the health scales, so does that. So there's that. I don't know how strong that'll be, but we'll see. I mean, the split attack is the big thing. It's just like why that over specialist array, but I guess it's just a late grade upgrade. And it also consolidates your items. You get the extra range too still. It's like a pike without the defensive properties. I'm not trying to scroll up, thank you. Recipe cost decrease, total cost increase, yeah. Total mana region bonus decreased. I mean, you say due to that, but you also increase the cost of this, so I guess you mean the difference. Now it requires more perseverance, recipe cost decreased, okay. Total cost unchanged. Avatar duration changed. Oh, 7 seconds at the lowest. Interesting. So, Kunkka X is a little harder to use on enemies now. That's a nice change for BKB. Recipe changed. Recipe cost decreased. Total cost increased. Armor bonus increased. Armor bonus decreased. Guard. Rescore from 70 dual units to 70 on melee heroes and buildings 45 on range heroes. Good. Max health damage block decreased. Good. This chain now requires point booster, wizard hat, and crown instead of diadem and voodoo mask. For speed cost unchanged. Total cost increased by 250. Wow, no longer provides spell lifesteal. I can't wait to see what they do to make up for that increased cost. Less attributes, no lifesteal. Now provides health. Oh, cast range. Interesting. Okay. Aw, what? Cast range not stacked with either? Enemy burst can cast range decreased. So at maximum level, it's still smaller than what it used to be. Cast range with items, cast range decreased from. Oh, okay, so it shows you too. At max level, it's weaker, but at first level, it's the same. Okay. No longer skills 9 shit creeps, and person no longer heals for 75% damage dealt. Interesting. I wonder if we'll see more Dagons now. Having spell life steal was nice on that, or at least the heal. I wouldn't mind bringing that back. Range attack bonus decreased slightly. 140 to 130. Was this 150 attack range? Alright, so that has 150, so it's higher than the base lance or pike. Decreased slightly. So pike takes him slightly less further away. Drum of endurance. Where's headdress? No provides int strength bonus increase from 7 to 8. Sustenance worn out provides health regen. Boots of bearing. That makes sense. Hello. No longer provides. You're good. Int. Item removed from game. Good. This was useless. Can no longer be disassembled. Okay. Chasm stone. This is the area effect item. Shell instead of cloak. Okay. Total cost unchanged. No biggie. No longer prevents camp clearing Madstone bundle from spawning if it was used on the last creepy initial camp. Didn't know that was a thing. Glad they removed it. Getting guaranteed Madstone bundle from transmute used to prevent the camp clearing bundle from spawning. Okay, yes. That's what we can infer from that. Draw Forth can now target trees. Oh, like Kez. Destroying all trees on the way. Interesting. Does it have any applications specifically? I do like that change quite a bit. That adds a lot of utility to the item. I want to see the range of it as well. Where did all my money go? Harpoon. I don't even know what that builds out of. If the means justify the ends, dancing in the moonlight. In the spotlight. Alright, dancing in the moonlight. That's fun. And the cooldown is 19. Interesting. I like that change a lot. Now if they remove that from Kez, I'll be happy. Acquires Talisman of Evasion, split mail, blah blah, can only be disassembled. No longer provides health, armor, evasion no longer has a damage block, disarm cooldown decreased. Disarm cast range increased, disarm duration increased. Okay, so they're focusing back on it disarming. Has evasion, okay. Vision, armor, health regen. Okay. I like bringing the focus back to disarming. 16 seconds is pretty low. You reasonably get multiple of that in a fight now. Mana regen amplification bonus decreased. Tough but fair. I feel like that was like a free pass for casters to use mana forever on the map. Decreased. Mana regen amplification bonus decreased. Most random items can be disassembled. Recipe changed. Now requires Blade of Attack instead of Gloves of Haste. Perseverance instead of Cornucopia. Total cost increased. No longer provides attack speed, health regen bonus increased, mana regen bonus increased, damage bonus increased. Mage Slayer damage type changed. Okay. Damage per second increased. Okay. So you don't have attack speed, but now you have higher of that. Berserk now also grants 30% slow resistance for the duration. Good. Berserk bonus movement speed changed to percentage based. Interesting. Berserk armor reduction decreased. Okay. So 12% for melee. Let's say our movement speed is 300. So it's going to be 30. Well, if it's 10. 12 is 36. It's going to be 36 for melees. Interesting. So it'll be a bit better for melees. Which is fair. It should be. Recipe cost increased. Total cost. Recipe cost increased from blah. Total cost increased. Now also provides attacks range to melee heroes. Damage bonus increased. Attack speed bonus increased. 50 attack range, huh? I wonder how that'll look on Monkey. I don't want to read what fucking the commands are to grant items. Random looking? Yeah, we're looking at that. I guess we'll look it up really quick. Go to command to give bots MKB. Maybe AI will have the command ready for it. It does. Alright, let's see before and after. So right there. Oh yeah, a bit. I mean, obviously still very short range. But it's a noticeable little bit of a chunk. Also, hey there, Wanderer. Recipe changed. Nullifier now requires Spillant Mail. No longer provides +6 health regen. That's fairly irrelevant. Wasn't that big of a thing. It's not the focus of the item. Mana regen bonus decreased or increased. Recipe now requires total cost unchanged. No longer provides health regen. Damage bonus increased. Okay. Damage bonus increased. Mana health or mana bonus. Okay. So it's a bit more of a damage item again, which is nice. Let's see if they did the same to Bloodthorn and buffed it even further once it transitions the item. Yeah, more int. Slightly less attack speed. Damage bonus increased. Same damage bonus as before. Silver and mana cost increased. Okay, so they increase the base damage of the base item, but reduce the attack speed gain from Bloodthorn, which is fine. I mean, not many heroes built the whole thing early anyways. Um, it'll be nice. It feels it's more of an int centric change. It feels like, you know, they get a bit more damage for the item, a little bit less benefit to those who try to build it that are not necessarily int. I mean, you still get 10 damage, but losing attack speed is a big part of what made Bloodthorn a bit nicer of an item for damage like right click based carries. This is the new change with the health restoration. Cold attack no longer has a separate value for incoming heal reduction. Cold attack health restoration reduction increased. Okay, good. Recipe. It's always wild how Scotty and Shiva's worked. Shiva's is fucking AoE always. With Scotty, you actually have to attack. Not fair, bro. They should make it big. Um, not much of a change here, except that it's 50 gold cheaper. Wow. No longer provides attributes. Armor bonus increased. Mana health or mana bonus decreased. Health increased. Health regen bonus decreased slightly. Not a huge deal. I mean, it still helps the carries who get it. You know, farm newts, the neutrals. Oh, phase boots are a little bit cheaper. That's nice. Mana boots more expensive. Phase boots cheaper. The mages are crying out. Phylactery, just less health regen. Barrier no longer affects units that have been affected by barrier with Pipe of Insight's cooldown. Insight Aura no longer provides 20.5 health regen. Okay. So I guess maybe if there was like a refresher angle or two people had a pipe. Burnt Toggle no longer breaks invisibility. That's big. Because it was always, yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, before you had to just have the forethought if you were going invisible to turn it off and then turn it on right as you start the fight. But it's like nice that you don't have to like think about it as much anymore. It lowers the skill ceiling a little bit, which is nice for the majority of players. It didn't stop all channels before. I guess maybe it stopped some, but I know it didn't stop TP, for example. You could turn it off while TPing, I'm pretty sure. Unless they changed that, and I didn't notice. I'm not a huge Radiant Spire, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked before. But that's chill. Health regen bonus increased, mana regen bonus increased, reset cooldowns decreased. I guess because they removed the items, so they give it back to you a little bit to have your spells. Since refresher no longer refreshes items. Mana costs reduced slightly. Okay, nice. And yeah, the no items. Spell lifesteal bonus increased slightly. Slow resistance bonus increased. Such bonus increase from. Okay. Slow resistance bonus increase. Now so what's item rework? Shiva's guard. Okay. Now requires no longer provides health, agility, int, or health regen. Armor bonus increased. Now provides that. Arcane blast damage increased 260. Arcane blast is decreased. Does that? I was gonna say area effect bonus doesn't make it end change. It does. Reduces health ratio incoming by 20%. Oh, okay. No longer pierces. Okay, freezing or now pierces debuff immunity, but doesn't heal them. Okay. So it's a BKB piercing, slow, and some damage. Okay. Interesting. I guess that's why they made wasn't there other ways of reducing health regen like worked better? Is that even true? Hmm. I mean, Scotty's the only one right there. Scotty slow, I believe it did, yes. I'm not sure if it is still. Well, it would the damage would the damage what like went through it obviously like to a degree decreased effect because it gives a lot of magic resistance. But apparently the slow. Oh, you're talking about Scotty, dude. I knew you were talking about Scotty, and then I thought you were talking about Shivas. But yeah, I can't recall if the movement speed slow worked before. Okay. So no longer reduces healing. Interesting. This was mostly an offlane purchase. I don't know if there's an equivalent item right now for offlaners to buy to reduce healing besides like Vessel. So they removed Spell Lifesteal, nerfed healing a little bit, and they removed one of the big sources of healer reduction. Because that was a big source of healer reduction. She was in fairly any game, but now it's more useful on casters than anything. Because it gives area, increased area effect and whatnot. I guess that's part of the reason why they buffed Scotty. Scotty and Vessel seeming to be the only ways right now that I can. I mean, there's also the Orb of Corrosion, I think it's called, Orb of Frost, but that's very slight. Okay. Reductions. Break now. Also going when the item is disassembled. Oh, thank goodness. I hated this. That makes the strat worse with Tranquil Boots. Did not like that. So now they have a bunch of downtime with the item and they can't just pop it up, especially like mid-attack. Now it goes on cooldown. Okay. So hopefully that strategy is dead because I hated that. I hated it mostly because I will never do something. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, people in offlane, typically, but even mid sometimes, would buy Tranquil Boots and then they would disassemble it before too long passed, or before they were hit, and when they got a bit low, they'd back off, reassemble it, wait a few seconds with that big HP regen, and then disassemble it again. And they would go back to lane and just play the lane out normally. So it was like having a fucking permanent salve and you're ready to activate whenever you wanted. And I hated it. It was so annoying. I had an OD do it against me too, mid. Oh, that was so awful. And he wasn't even committed to Tranks. He just was able to switch to Treads or whatever he bought. No longer provides blah blah blah. Magic renamed spell weakness. Oh, does it still give spell weakness, by the way? I guess not. Interesting. Does this builds into Bloodstone? So it's a passive now. Enemy units take 12% from increased damage from spells. Is it like all spells if you have it? Like from all allies? Or just from you? Why does my gold keep disappearing? Oh. Total chicken increased by 12%. 698. 586. 586. It did more damage. What? Oh, I guess variable because of my damage ratio. Maybe it would have been better to use my Treaty Ants. Spell damage. Spell. We'll leave that indeterminate for now. Recipe cost increased. Cost unchanged. Oh yeah. No longer provides mana regen. Spell lifesteal bonus decreased. I wonder if Quap builds this now. I feel like she might. Black no longer applies basic dispel. Black no longer multiplies spell lifesteal bonus by 3. Spell lifesteal to 60%. Self debuff for now also provides passive spell weakness aura. Is there an active at all? Yes, the spell lifesteal. Okay, so it gives you spell lifesteal stats and increased bonus damage to all enemies in an aura around you. That's cool. I feel like it's more purchasable now that it has the Veil effect. Neutral item changes. Just excuse me, I just have to blow my nose. Alright, back and ready to attack. Tier 1 availability changed from 5 minutes to 0. Oh, okay, so you can get a neutral item as fast as you farm. Wow, okay. So pulling is going to be more important now. You're going to want to be pulling quickly because you can get mad seals from that, I think. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Crafting cost for Tier 1 item increased from 5 to 6. Okay. So being able to clear stacks camps early is going to be much more beneficial for your team and you. I'll have to keep that in mind. Heroes that can clear camps in safe lane or mid. Okay. So Coddle, for example. Coddle mid just got a buff. I played against a Coddle mid yesterday. Hello. About to head out? Okie dokie. So Coddle mid, or even Coddle support can help clear quickly some camps. If you're feeling a bit greedier. Just AoE damage, really. Interesting. Trying to think about who I would pick in safe lane if I wanted to do that. Because a lot of them don't have that early clear. So it feels more on the support. For mid though, like Sniper or Coddle or, I mean, maybe Bristle safe lane / off lane. Just AoE. Timber, it's maybe not the worst. I mean, he does struggle with mana a bit. A Tony could do it. Yep. And the heroes that can stack for themselves are pretty nice too. I feel like, you know what? I feel like if I'm playing mid now, I want my ward here. I want my ward here. I want to be able to walk over here, hit the camp, and then walk back to mid. I'm going to try that my next game today. I'm going to try 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh, that's kind of a tight angle in that direction. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Okay, so if I bring a quelling or ask my teammates to quelling the camp, the timing will be easier. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tough. Let's cover it back up so I can test it again. Okay, I'm not doing that. But anyways, yeah, there's like a 1 second, less than a second you can actually do to pull it upwards. But if you clear the thing, that'll be nice. So I'm going to experiment with that, I think, on a hero that has AoE damage. Because mid also gets more XP faster. Notepad. Have teammates kill trees north of camp near mid T1, ward that cliff, stack for self, and clear. Okay, that's a note. That's something I'll try today. I also can buy my own quelling depending on who I'm playing. We'll see though. Tier 1 of number of our choices increase from 4 to 5. 4 tiers 2 to 5. Okay. Shield wall, blah blah blah. Returning to neutral imbue, increase attack by 25 8 seconds. Health cost. Forger's kit. Once items off cooldown, the work can see trees. Oh, I guess the game ended. Okay, whatever. We'll go back if we need to. Into a lobby. I don't think we will, but if we need to. It'll probably, because we already went through all the map changes, so it'll probably be, if anything, just like a quick little hero-specific lobby. All items except for a bag of gold are placed... Oh, okay, let me see. Emergency trees that can be forged. Standing next to one of those trees for 1 second will give their aura one of the following items. All items except for a bag of gold are placed in inventory if there are slots available and can stack up to 5 items per slot. Ironwood nut. 3 movement speed, 1 primary stat when consumed. Wait a minute. Scaling? Infinite scaling? Infinite... Provides... Using ground target. 50 plus 5%. Passive provides plus damage. Max health regeneration. Oh, for 10 seconds. Don't need to be picked up. Okay. We're back. Wanderer, we're back. We fucking love infinite scaling. It just gives you 30 gold. Okay. I'm here for it. I am fucking here. I'm taking this item every game. It doesn't matter what hero, what position, anything. Nothing matters anymore. They just remove every other neutral. That's tier 1. Tier 1 infinite scaling. We don't care about anything else. I mean, also, it's just like pretty much better than almost anything else. If you have the time. Every 60 seconds. Okay, that is the big limiter. Is a 60. Okay, here's the idea. Octarine, rush the item. More cooldowns, more scaling. Are there any heroes? Tinker! Tinker with Forager's kit. Alright? You have CDR on items. Oh, that's big. I'm not a Tinker player though, and I don't want to be one. Okay, that's sad. That's small. Lifesteal, attack healed for 5 health. Toggle, activate to switch to constant switch between feathers or rocks, no matter cost. Pound of feathers. The weight is the same! Increase the move speed by 12 and distance of force movement effect on yourself by 30%. Oh, interesting. It doesn't specify ally or enemy, so I assume you just go further, period. How does that... yeah. I wonder how that affects, like, skewer. Do you just go further, or does Magnus come back with you for less? Like, maybe it only applies to things like Force Staff or like Marcy Q or something. I don't know. Loadown also increases max base damage by 6. Okay. Passive loaded. %50% slow is pretty nice. This might be more grabbable. Returning as a tier 2 neutral artifact. Increasing our armor. Remember Medallion? Oh my goodness, that's a classic. Okay. Total damage decreased from 90 to 80. Threshold increased. I feel like the damage was already fairly small, but sure. Go ahead and nerf it. Oh, this returning. 8 plus 25% of the caster's health regeneration. Okay, so what's the angle where you just... Dude, wait. So you know in like late game when you're like a Necrophos or something and you have that scaling health regen you get? Plus like some hearts? That's actually a significant amount of health regen. You just throw that shit down in the middle of the team. You can't keep your new. Well, no. Let me rephrase. You can't switch out your neutral items like and have multiple. You can keep Seeds of Serenity up the tiers if you so choose. That's kind of funny. Plus, it says of the caster's health regen. Head of health regen. Does that include lifesteal? No, that's health restoration. No. I feel like that has some possibilities. Is it like also is it base or is it at the time of casting? Okay, so lifesteal probably wouldn't work because it takes a snapshot, and so it would be restoration. So it would be like healing. I don't know if Earn would count, but Salve would. I want to see if Oracle, if it's just chunks of healing or if it like increases your health regen. That being said, I'm pretty sure Oracle ult increases. It doesn't work that way though. Okay, let's see. So it's not, okay, it's not a restoration. Let's see, does Earn do that though? It does. Okay. So what are all the healing items that actually just give aura heals? That. Tranquil boots. So bongo boots. So we got bongo boots. This. Let's grab a few hearts. I should have turned on what the fuck mode. Crit, hero, enemy, AM. Oh. Actually, I could just kill one of them. Okay. 115. So let's say 115 is a good high number. Wait, is this heal amplification 15? Oh, okay, so he did have one, or she, it. Maybe not, actually. It doesn't change the number, and I think the number is what matters. But 115, 25% of that. So 125, so like 28 or something, 20, like let's say 30, so 38 health regen in a small AoE. Okay, maybe not game breaking, but maybe very specifically on Necro it could be funny because you have the scaling health regen. How much is it scaling, by the way? Is it like 1 per kill? HP regen, 1, 2, 3 per kill. Okay, so only with Scythe though. So let's say you have 30. Let's be generous. Give you 30 in an average game. Plus some hearts. Okay, okay. Maybe not game breaking, but it could be funny. Oh, I liked Whisper of the Dread. I mean, it was a simple item, but I did like the extra magic damage. Passive Immolate, burns enemy units. Okay. I did like this item. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, they nerfed the Gunpowder Gauntlet. That's kind of sad. I'll probably still take it though, let's be honest. AoE damage every now and then is nice. Quite nice. This player controlled units by 9%. Wow! By creeps. Okay, well, it's very random. Gundam cooldown increased. Spell slinger, pass spell whenever it gets spell. Restored over 10 seconds. Okay. Ench. Yeah, I mean it'll do stuff to like Ench units. I assume you mean the Partisans brand, but I don't. 9% seems like a very small number. So like especially with the new option to have 5 choices, I don't see you going in and like, man. I mean, maybe against like Brood, because like I can because I'm trying to visualize in my experience how many times a unit was like just close to dying, but it didn't. And the only time I can really imagine that is like Brood Mother. Her little gremlins a lot of the times would like barely live. So like Brood is like the only one I can imagine really. But like usually something is either gonna die or not gonna die. Yeah, for tier 3 it just doesn't feel like the buy at all. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll change it around when nobody fucking chooses it, or maybe I'll be completely wrong, and this is like secretly gonna be a fucking another swarm meta. What did they call it? They didn't call it swarms. They called it They didn't call it farm meta either. But you know what I mean. Maybe there'll be a crud ton of newts all of a sudden, or not newts, units. But we'll see. I don't think it's very good so far, but maybe the hero changes will change my mind. Oh, Stormcroucher's back. This was a crazy one. I think it was. I don't know if they changed it at some point to not happen when you're invisible, but that was funny when sometimes they'd proc when you're invisible. Every 6 seconds, zap to 2 enemies, slowing them 4%, 4.4 seconds, and dealing 70 magic damage. That was a funny one. I liked it. Spell over. Every 100 spell damage dealt to an enemy deals damage to their surrounding allies in a 300 unit radius. Hero target deal 4 damage to their allies, other targets of 15. Okay, so like Quap would like that, for example. Any AoE stun Lesh, you know. Okay, that's a good one for certain heroes. Oh, the Dandelion's back, okay. I guess they're bringing so many back because they increases the options. Increase bonus to items neutral enchantment 50%. Increases bonus to items neutral enchantment 50%. Every time you craft this item, again, this bonus is increased by 40%. It's a tier 4 one though, so it's only go up to tier 5. Is there tier 6? I don't think there is, right? You can select any enchantment during recraft bonus will still keep increasing as long as you keep the enchanter's bauble. I do like that. Because there's like cast range or shit like that. There are some pretty big ones. So if you have a mediocre tier 4 one, you can take it. Maybe you'll get lucky with, well, lucky. Maybe you'll get shit tier 5 ones too. And you'll be able to have like 40% increase bonus, which is nice. Pulpate. I don't even fucking ever use this. I mean, I probably should have taken this sometimes, especially on like support, but whatever. Delayed. Oh wow. Okay, so this is League of Legends again. They have an item that I mean, I guess it's also Kunkka. Kunkka passive. Damage is lethal. That's interesting. Harmonizer. Grants 5% mana cost reduction for every hero ability off cooldown. Does that include like Invoker? And or just what's in your inventory at the time? And like Kez? 6% spell for every spell on cooldown. Tier 5 artifact. Unspells are affected by both effects, however item cooldowns don't affect the harmonizer buff. Counters only current abilities. 6%. Wow. If that does work on Evoker, that guy's gonna be, his spells are gonna be fucking jamming, dude. Imagine like, I'm about to go in, but I'm gonna black hole across the map, and your Evoker just randomly, instantly starts Casting all of his spells so he can Cataclysm for a fucking like 40% buff to the damage, to the pure damage from across the map. Skitter duration. Basic dispel on all units. Okay, cool. That's coming back. Witchbane. Text bonus magic equals target's max mana. Enchantment changes. Number of enchantment choices increased from 4 to 5 for tiers 2 to 5. Yeah, we did see that earlier. Enchantments are no longer randomized. Now options are based on your primary attribute. Okay, thank goodness. I hated how arbitrary it was before, but now it's actually going to be makes more sense, you know? So, okay. Okay. I'm not going to bother to read through these because I don't have it mapped to what it means. But suffice it to say, you know, casters will get cast range and mana. Blah, 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 blah. Boundless. Removed. Okay, so removed. Moved. Just gives health regen now. Now it's guaranteed option for all heroes. Wow. I mean, I bet there are some casters who might want that sometimes. Some cores who could be down to take that, down to get some bonus GPM. Not everybody's right click based or has much right click. That's guaranteed option. Blah, 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 blah. Not much to be said about these. We'll get more experience with and read the options in game more. Neil's division. Neutral creep changes. Damage, increase and decrease. Damage. Okay. So stacked camps can't just like insta cuck you. Okay, so that's, you know, that's nice. I remember I'd have like a stacked camp and like one would get shielded and then another would get shielded and then another would get shielded, which is like, I mean, 5-second cooldown is not long, so if you have slow clearing speed, it can still happen to you. But now it's not going to happen like no matter what. And you won't just have it heal for its fucking max HP while you're trying to farm it. Health restoration reduction changed. 2 per level, so that'll take 21 levels to catch up with the old. But it will eventually outscale it. Now also modifies incoming healing. Damage heal increased. Cooldown decreased. 65 seconds. Wow. 25. Curse of Avernus DPS. Minus 10% borrowed time cooldown. So 55-second borrowed time plus like an Octarine core. That's getting pretty low. Aghanim Scepter now also increases base bonus gold and max bonus gold per kill by 6 per melted Aghanim Scepter. Oh, for Gruul's Greed, interesting. And slow per stack increase. Money, the rich just get richer. Basically, you can take from that. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't like Death Rhyme. I didn't like his W. Oh, okay, it still deals damage. Fuck me, I guess. When each average deals maximum with his abilities, affecting enemies are chilled for zones, reducing their move speed by 2% per stack. If the target is an enemy hero, debuff also reduces their strength by 0.1 plus 0.1 per 3 levels. Each instant stacks. Base strength reduction 0.3. Wow. I wonder if more heroes are going to have an ace or something. Because of the removal of facets. No longer levels with Mana Void. Base armor increased by 1. Moon movement slow rescaled. Plus 0.5% per level, so that'll take 8? 16? 16 levels before it's even, but then it outscales it, which doesn't really matter. 20. Oh, that's bidded max though. Okay. That's 16 again to pass. Effectiveness when applied by illusions decreased. Increased max mana per hit by initial 1.5%. So it's less effective on illusions, but the base is higher. They're really steering us away from illusions. Cast range rescaled. So it's better early, worse later. It's a bit rough. Why not both? Anti-Mage isn't a good hero. I mean, a lot of people don't want him to be good, but, you know. Cooldown decreased. Okay, that's nice. Same at max level, though, so not amazing. Mana cost increased. Mana Ags no longer decreases cooldown. Okay. Magic resistance decreased. Duration increased by 0.1 second. Cooldown increased. Radius decreased. Damage per mana rescale. What? Plus 0.2 mana of void damage multiplier replaced with. Okay, let me just read this. This is actually a start with that, which is funny. Wow, this is okay. That's interesting. Don't like anti-mage. What does it mean now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter? It was upgraded before with Aghanim Scepter. Anywho, no longer grants the resist rune buff upon activating any rune. Or the power rune. The field now also pulls rune activates one side, rune pull force 100, rune pull radius. So you have to get closer when you cast your W now. Slow duration increased. Why are we buffing? Why are we nerfing Anti-Mage, I think, and overall, and buffing Arc Warden? Gold XP money rescaled from 270 plus 10 per level. So level 6, it'll be 130. Extra for 12 seconds. Okay, that's fucked up. Nerf his strength, nerf his agility, damage gain per level decreased. He's faster though. That's pretty big actually. So 3 per rune activation. Power runes only though. He'll say you get 10, so that's 30 all attributes when you get to 25. If you get to 25. Code of Blood, innate ability. Armor as long as increase axe strength by 50% of his armor. Make sure my Clone Blade provides a permanent stack. So we're back to it being Clone Blade only. Current level Clone Blade. So when Bane kills an enemy hero or they die under the effect of any debuff applied by Bane, they receive Terror for the enemy. Sure, sectors enemy resistance to all of Bane debuffs by 5%. Okay, so 25%. Oh, okay. So they have to be under the effect of a debuff when they die, so your R or Q. Or you kill them. Okay. Now a unit vector target spell. Sleeping units walking bench projector at speed of 110. Can be put on all casts to disable sleepwalking behavior. Now also provides increased movement speed bonus that reaches maximum at the end of the Firefly's duration. Oh, your attack supply is stacked into the Snake Bomb now is a talent. Interesting. So then, was that? I think it was like there was like getting to like the 5th level of the ability before, but they changed it because they took away facets, which was a facet. Okay, let's see Beast. Let's see what they did to this guy. Now an 8. Change from blah 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 to 7 plus 3 per level. Frax increased. Damage out per stack decreased. Good. The damage this could get up to when you had no cooldown was crazy. Now, I'm sure Beast must attacks enemy heroes also by the wall X debuff of its corresponding level. What does that mean? What does that mean, game? What does that mean? I see. Okay. For a second, I was worried it would like apply the actual damage to upon attacks. I mean, it does say debuff, not damage or whatever, but you know, you never fucking know. Call the Wild War Rhythm to summon Razorback. Board's armor increased by 1. Attack damage increased. So we're just buffing him so far? Separately leveled ability. Oh. No, but that's an N8 now, so not activatable. You have to choose though, which is nice, because I don't like Beast. Cooldown decreased. Root duration. Invisible. Now summons 2 Ox by default. What? Oh my god. Okay, what the fuck? They don't last very long though. So you can't get 2 stacks up of them. I'll prioritize my attack target, okay. Ah, man. feels like more of a core hero now. I wish they had nerfed Beastmaster. I don't like playing against Beastmaster, but it is what it is. And by more of a core hero, I mean like... Actually, wait. Maybe he's... Because that Hawks. Beasts up? Question mark? Double Hawk thing is wild. I don't know. Anywho. Max health changed. Now a no target ability that affects only Bloodseeker. Okay, him being able to silence other people again was really nice. I'm kind of confused why they changed that. Attack speed 150, spell amplification 30% is so much. Max health damage per second 1.2%. Big Game Hunter. Bounty Hunter receives more kill and assist gold if the dying enemy hero is big game. An enemy hero is considered big game if they are one of the top 3 net worth heroes on the enemy team. These heroes will have a debuff that points out that they are among those 3 heroes. Debuff is only Bounty Hunter and his allies. Gold Steel increased. Bonus move speed when active. No longer grants bonus move speed to Bounty Hunter. Okay. Next session is change from blah 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 blah. So they just slightly nerfed it. Just kidding, they didn't. Effective values are unchanged. Oh, per level up, 2 per level. So yeah, level 1 would still be 10.5%. Restoration, amplification change from... Not a whole lot has changed so far in the grand scheme of things. I'd say the map changes are some of the bigger changes than the item or hero reworks. Maybe I'm delusional though. Damage debuff duration. Amplification change from 10%, blah blah. Stack limits. Nothing crazy. Hero health as heal. Spider's Milk. I hate that name so much. Oh, applies life steal to Spiderlings with an hand-rated Broodmother. Interesting. Its bonus decreased. Spiderlings are basically just tankier. Okay. Which doesn't provide negative stats. Available challenges that you include ones that are normally available for strength heroes. Cooldown decrease. I remember somebody telling me once that the cooldown reduction of a spell wasn't beneficial because if you cast it more, you have less mana. And I was just like, don't cast it as much if it's not a situation where casting it frequently is beneficial. Just because it's off cooldown doesn't mean you have to cast it. What the fuck? It just gives you more options as a player. It's not a bad thing. But that was a moment. The patronizing came out a little bit there. So increased slightly. And so no longer create to create an additional illusion on cast. And now provides a passive component to this ability. Additional illusion under cast on its controls. Illusion will be under control even if other illusions are made by an enemy. Oh. So like Darkseer Wall or like SDQ. You can just randomly get an extra one that'll be your control. And so they won't always know initially, instantly, who is what. Interesting. I don't even want to read this, but okay. So if you use it, he's just dead? Because I don't see a way to summon him, only when Chen respawns. But you can use it or keep it, I see. So it's health at the moment of the cast. Little mini dig in there. Lane creeps targeted by holy precision upgrading to zealots. Oh, okay, so you can get a zealot like that. Now maybe cast on existing protected creeps that have not been damaged unless for them to unsummon them. Has a global cast range, custom ability 3 and cooldown. All outgoing damage per percentage, okay. So casting longer towards Chen's creeps to him. Because it's a part of Zealot now. Base move speed decreased, okay. Skeleton attack speed multiplier decreased, so they just nerfed him. That's less important than these, honestly. He's all about his DPS and mobility, and they nerfed those. Now so I can consume chainmails as part of my base. Clockwork can now move freely through the cogs, sinking them down while walking over them. Other units can also walk over sunken power cogs. What? Hello? Where's Clock? Well, that's weird. You should at least be forced to like, I mean, if he positions correctly, are you at least forced? So like if he stands right in the middle. Okay, if he stands right in the middle, you can't get past him at all. But if you make the mistake of standing to the side, you can go right past them. I mean, I don't know why you, I mean, you'd leave, but you wouldn't go in. So then it would look like this then, or you would keep them blocked. Wait, does that mean, oh, here's an idea actually. Let's say they're hitting the thing, then you walk down, and they can't hit anymore. And they can't, okay. Fuck. You know what I'm trying to do, right? Oh my, dude. Hello, why can I suddenly walk out freely? It's actually really easy to fucking walk out, huh? You have to be really careful with that. So, okay, you need to... It's so hard when I don't have fucking... I can't... Because I can't use my select hero hotkey is the problem. Okay, yeah, so you can, if you stay closer to the center, if you don't walk out too far, you can cover where they're going to block. You saw it. You know what I'm talking about. So that's going to be something to keep in mind as a clock. Well, I'm not a Clockwork player, but Clockwork players will probably have noticed that and will keep in mind that you can stop them from getting out. Well, from getting out if you stand on the one they're hitting. Can delay their time of egress. Increase regular damage, vision, and slow duration. So bigger vision on that. Cool. New innate ability, passive push of mana Crystal Maiden spends on her abilities to convert into physical barrier. Oh wow. Barrier stack, but each instance has independent duration. Mana spent to barrier is 30% plus 2% per level. Okay, that's actually quite a bit. Is it part of this? Where's my all damage barrier? Oh, maybe because free spells is on? That's not an insignificant amount. Especially because it ramps up. So you can't do it from spamming Qs, you have to use other spells too. Alright, you could do it from spamming Ws though. Oh, they're independent. The stacks are independent. Interesting. I mean, it's still a really nice addition to have though. I think it says each has independent duration. Yeah, it said that, but whatever. Now also passively provides mana regen amplification. Oh, cool. Mana spent to barrier. Whole 20 talent. Plus 30% per level. Yeah, that's a cool change actually. Nothing crazy here. Always has some amplification. 20% when... Oh, okay. So when she's thingied is a great time to use salves and mangoes. Which I think has been around for a while. But, you know. Thingied by being her W, or untargetable, second skill. Let's see. I do like some Dawnbreaker sometimes, so let's see if there's anything big here. Max damage increase, change from 25%. Nothing too crazy. You know, lower cooldown. One of the faucets is now talent. No, it was just novel projection. Per stack rescaled. Blank stack of weeds around heals him for 6 stack of weeds, including the stack that we just applied. There's a hardest spell on Dazzle when the projection ends, no longer upgrade with item shard. Okay. I hate that the novel projection so fucking much as a skill. Base armor increased. Must be bonus changed. Change from projectile speed increased. Cooldown reduction. So this applies to fucking the one item that has infinite scaling. We love that. Nothing crazy here. and deals damage equal to 1.5x of Disruptor's intelligence. Thunderstrike damage increased. Okay, so the knockback deals damage based on it. Kind of effect now granted by Aghanim Shard. Oh, okay, it's not a separate skill. It's separate. Formation delay increased. Okay. Cast range increased. Okay, good. That's a cool little change. Having the wall. Nice zone control. I always liked the wall. I mean, but fence was just typically better, but wall is cool. Means enemy here supplies curse upon them, percent curse burst with the pillar of fire, damaging itself and all enemy units, and has 6 AoE for 50% of the damage taken from Doom over its duration. From the attack by the curse hero level is multiple of 6. The curse damage and erase will increase by 66%. We do love the 6s for Doom. Cascade on learning Doom is one that grants abilities of Dark Creeps in all class state, keeps the ones that Doom currently has. Cooldown decreased to 66 seconds. Cooldown orange creeps. Gain spells also have 20% bonus AoE and 40% spell amplification. Radius increase from 600 to 6666. I think I just said 4 6s, but you get it. They just put in the whole 666 more with him, pretty much. Damage per second increased by 1 at the end. Aghanim Scissor now also applies break to affected enemies, so self-dooming? Still a thing? Interesting. No Aghanim upgrades found. Okay, well, tooltip needs to recover a little bit there. Because there definitely is one. Permanent Scorched Earth. Why do I suddenly want to play Doom? Doom breaking again is cool though. But I do want to play Doom suddenly. Radiance too? Radiance fucking AoE Death Doom? Mjolnir? That'd be funny. Meme build for sure. Cast range increased quite a bit. That's probably reflect cast range bonus, no longer has an older dragon specific cast range. Oh, small AoE by default. Cool. I mean, maybe it only really affects like Meepo. Not much. Spiderlings, I bet it's strong on because those are often stacked, but not the biggest thing. The bonuses are cumulative. Level 1, Green Dragon. Attacks apply a corrosive poison. Deals 25 magic damage per second. Attacks have splash damage. Apply frost debuff. Okay. For most smoothly, 35% splash damage, 10%. Will increase cast range by all abilities by 350. Interesting. I like that change. Okay. Fierce debuff immunity and slows. Same way, sweet. Slow. Cool. I might play him mid again a bit more, maybe. Oh. Oh. Okay, so the WA we actually get quite bigger quite quickly. I do want to play some DK. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, let's add that to the list. Dragon Knight mid. Let me go back really quick through all the heroes and make sure I didn't miss a hero I wanted to play. Maybe BH mid will be fun. Then now that this gives moment speed, does your Q still? Because that in fact impacts it. I can't remember if that was a facet or not. Oh, I don't think it does. It does not. Okay, well that changes things. I do still like BH, but I don't think I can do what I wanted to do now. Okay. So far, I want to play Dragon Knight a bit. Oh, I think CM support got a bit buffed. I'll put that on in case I have to play support. Maybe I'll try it. Base damage decreased, no longer levels marksmanship, ability base rescaled. Modified Zingwing healing. Okay. Notice with this target sword knockback distance. Okay. Let's move to represent penalty and use items while casting multi-shot. Okay, so it's her facet. They just gave it to her. Multi-shot no longer grants tree strike on the hill. God, she was such a counter to fucking PA, dude. While on the glacier. Mark charges changed. +1 per 4 levels, +1 per 4 level ups. Okay, so. I mean, even sooner, actually. We had 1 level earlier. Slow duration increased. Silence duration increased. Damage per second increased. Okay. No longer levels with Echo Slam. Damage creep death change from. Okay. Fisher stun duration increased. Radius increased. Shockwave projectile speed increased. Okay. Skills. New innate ability. How far do we have to go? Oh dear brother. We're gonna have to go a little zoomies. Because I want to play. Maybe we'll focus a bit more on heroes I care more about. I've already been doing this for 2 hours. My goodness. Trying to get increase. Okay, good. Long levels with fire remnant. Damage per second change from 10 to 10 plus level. 25. Okay, so it's going to be a bit more useful early, actually. I actually prefer this because it gives you a little bit more strength up until the level 6. Radius increase. That's also big. Damage rate decreased. Okay, so overall changed. Mana cost decreased, so it's cheaper. Bonus for damage increased. Okay, so they just buffed Ember. I'll take that. Ember buffs. I fucking love Ember buffs. Here we fucking go. 50 damage level 1. It's actually pretty significant. On a what second cooldown? 13? Very nice. Damage increase change from increase. Now enemy heroes increase attack range against them. And all units under her control. Interesting. Total max possible heal. That's convenient. Moved gravity well on 8s. Pass from moving away from it. Have a move speed penalty. Wow. Okay. No longer levels with Chronosphere. Now only plus protect target face or an allied hero within a 1200 race of him. Max slow distance. No, just around the target hero. Attack projectile speed slow rescaled from that to 40. Reverse time walk sub ability. Okay, that makes sense. Time walk no longer miss if reverse time walk is used too quickly after time walk. Good to know. No longer upgrade with Alchemist Shard. Now upgrade. Okay, W. Duration no longer counts down while under effect of Chronosphere. Okay, good. Because the thing about Chronosphere versus the other one too is you got 2 off in the one. That was such a big thing, and it came out it's like that too. Now increase attack move speed per cooldown by 5. Bonus movement. And attack speed at the same values. Okay, this is big buffs. Once triggers the duration of the buff. Oh, wait, yeah, now there's only Chronosphere. I was gonna say. There's no more time zone, only Chronosphere. So you can't. I was thinking time zone plus this was like crazy. But yeah. The cooldown doesn't go down, so that means 16. Let's say 4 seconds. Duration 10. So you won't really get 2. Let's see, I have Octarine. Wait a minute. Alright, so we're gonna skip him. Dragon abilities, he has some moves superhero. Aghanim Scepter upgrade moved into a separate ability. After then changed, okay. Huskar. Now it treats creep heroes as creeps. I see, okay. Damage increased, knockback duration now scales based on knockback distance, yeah. Enemies which receive a flat knockback, no longer upgraded with Aghanim Shard. Applies basically this. Okay. Say they removed Berserker's Blood doing that BS. Thank goodness, man. So many people were so sad, like, you know, against this hero because of that. Max level increased. Oh, okay, so I guess that's how they changed the facet. Item Scepter, Twister damage decreased. Now, whenever Invoker hits Item Scepter or Item Shard, these items are in the inventory until Invoker activates the manual. Upon activation, he will be presented with 3 upgrades to choose from. Upgrades themselves for both Item Scepter and Item Sword are unchanged. Okay, so this is basically the facet. You know, it's just you can choose in-game whenever you want. So that's pretty wild, actually. I thought Shard always applied to Sunstrike only, though, but maybe, I guess I'm wrong. The only single orb you chose. This one rolls. Roll Spring innate. Don't care. Attack damage reduction changed. Okay, so this damage will actually scale up a bit more. It has a mana cost, wow. That's funny. Juggernaut, let's see. No longer upgradable with Item Shard. So I can it does not take damage. Area set grants activated seasons, okay. Healing by 1 hits destroyed by 1. Okay, so nothing crazy with Jug. I've been liking Coddle lately, so on support. So let's see if this was a. This can be leveled up. Keep like is one for every 2 of intelligence. Whenever keep the light. This was behind the light that allows him to see in foreign range. That's interesting. How do I end all the heroes I have? Okay, that didn't do it. Oh, cool. Okay, we'll reset really quick. I want to see this Coddle change in action. I want to see the AoE and everything. And also, does it apply to blink? And if it does it apply mid-blink, or does it apply at your destination? So then would Force do it? Okay, interesting. So Force will do it. Wait, what's over here? Is it? Oh, it's Roche. They added Roche to this. Cool. Oh, it doesn't create a market mark. Good. Only by pairing and casting Raven's Veil. Thank goodness. Raven's Veil is his other ulti, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so now he can only bash if you hit him at a bad time or he ults, which is way more fair. Nothing crazy with Kunkka change. I mean, now if I 2x factor, that's pretty cool. Bonus move speed rescaled. Oh, it scales now with level. And there's a cooldown. Bonus duration changed. Can now look up runes. Rune licking refunds mana spent. Target is killed by Catchy Lick. No longer adds damage to double strumming. Now also deals magic. Ah! Now it deals magic damage by default. So is Axis only double strumming or what? Or just does more damage? Or just does bonus damage? So now you just have a... Okay, so now you farm... Dude, that's... Feels like a buff. I'm not gonna lie. Feels like a buff. Bonus armor equal to whenever Luge Commander casts an ability, she gains the same amount as a second bonus for 6 seconds. Oh wow. It's a lot of armor. Bleed upon dealing damage for 0.3 seconds. Multiple bonuses can now stack independently. Okay. AoE Purge. She seems like she's becoming more of a tank with all this armor she's getting from her spells and everything. Oh, it applies to allies too. Okay, so yeah. I'll see who's turning into like some sort of tank. And this triggers after taking attacks. Can I use any abilities during duel? So, okay. Does that mean I can do it to myself too? I can dispel myself too. Interesting. Cool. That's a new playstyle for sure. That's very nice. Duration improved. Okay, so more damage gets done quicker. Sacrifice is back. Only at 2 minutes can you cast the first time. Base damage increased by 10! One increased. Attack speed increased. Okay. Base move speed increased. Okay. Applies into innate ability passive. Prize less with 5% bonus attack speed per level. Okay. Okay. Mana cost decrease. Max. Whoa. Now it's a basic ability. Heal Shark max health rescaled. Max health damage rescaled. Max health per hero kill unit. Max health per hero kill increased. Okay. Is not retroactive. No longer increases deny health threshold to 79%. Now it can be used on Ancient Curse by default. Should upgrade work. Once made creep enemies also take damage over time. I mean, Lifestealer just got fucking buffs. I like this. Okay. I'm sorry, but I have to use the bathroom very badly. I've been holding it in. So I'm going to do that really quick. New text. Bathroom. BRB bathroom. Okay, I'll be back. Sorry. Alright, I feel much better now. Maybe we'll feel a bit less rushed as well. Okay. So Lifestealer got some buffs. I like that. I like Lifestealer. Okay, so she just gets the slow burn now. Damage decrease to compensate. 120. Yeah, it's still a little higher. Shard gives her the supercharge, so she gets both. Slow burn targets, okay. Healing resisting hero for duration while that hero is dead. Only responds against spell implication. Okay. Fired melee by default. Okay, damage reduction. Good for fucking her. She got the thing. Should have changed from 2% per level to 2% plus. Okay. Shapeshift just does its thing again. Solid core, no one levels respiratory, slow resistance. Rescaled. No, always affects max. Can't be cast on himself. Okay. So you don't have the thing until level 6 or 25. 30% increased values. So it's 70% always if you max it. So now this is base skill now. But it can be set to alt cast to bring the target ally to the destination. Passively grants. HP regen per extra enemy decreased. Point target ability models face for targeted directional toggle on. Thank goodness. That's so much better. Because before you had to like click, right click, then turn, then press E. It was so chunky to use, but now this is much better. Cooldown decrease. Now always centers cast cursor on the second grouping even if the number of volleys is increased. I want to feel what that means. Okay, I see. I feel it now. Do you feel me now, Mr. Krabs? Decrease, see fingers and eights, ability based on their terrain. No, pierces debuff immunity. So, okay. I wonder how, like, aura effects like AC affect it. So, some Meepo buffs. Okay. Okay, so I don't understand what they're trying to do with this. Like, are they trying to make her a right clicker? But it doesn't do much damage. 30 damage at level 10. I don't understand what they're trying to do with that. Longer levels with Wukong's Med, one change from cast point increased. Okay. Cast range slash push increased, cooldown decreased. Oh, so it's back to being just a thing that you can just do. Change guard so by default. Leaping changes can be entered by roots and leashes. Leap speed decreased. Previously it was only by stun, hidden, or hexed. Wukong's transform. Yep, okay. So it's his Ags now? No, what is it? What does this do? Wait, is it saying I can, like... How do I give money? Oh, that works. What? Is the whole Ags note just that you can't cast it on the Agnum Scepter units? I wonder if you could before. Okay, please stop auto-attacking things. So this soldier has a small ring around it, which is his allies. Yeah. Also has no skills on his... Oh. How much? He's kind of big. It's bigger than a man who has his horse. It's based on the ratio, not the amount of stats total. Oh, muy pequeño. His cast range and swords are increased by a portion of his strength. Attack range and move speed are increased by a portion of his agility. Attack range, huh? Still not very much. Oh, that one is percentage. So it'll scale with, let's get some butterflies in here. Again, I don't have money. Okay, hello. Please. And this didn't work? Okay, apparently it does. What? That's very little. Very little. Cast range decrease to compensate for that, I assume. Base damage increase, supernatural. Okay. Passive response removes 2 pierce to fail. No longer gives bonus damage. Now it gives base damage. Attack. Always attack its target and can attack when she is ethereal. Oh, okay. I like this change. She or her target is ethereal, all her attack damage is double the magic damage. And her physical lifesteal is treated as full lifesteal. Free pathing through trees is interesting. Let's see if they change S to be useful. This bonus changed. Taxi bonus changed. Second shifter. No, bonus and bonus sector 50. So basic abilities. Now affects all units. It's the shard. No longer upgraded with Agnum Scepter. Himself when taking enemy units. Recast at night to eat a non-ancient creep. Oh. Non-ancient creep and restore maximum health and mana. Cooldown. Interesting. Don't know whether he's useful still, but it's good to note. 60 so much. It burns 15 mats equal. Also counts. Alright, so it's back to mana breaking, which is good. Becomes refined fire blast. Nerf to stat gain. And here's the hammer drop. Heals Omni. Interesting. That follows him? That's something. Okay. Oh, cool, cool. Hmm. I do like Oracle as a hero. I should probably take a look at playing it more when I'm stuck on support. Base agility decrease, base armor decrease, removed OD and 8. That's funny, no. Non ability. Oh, max mana sure now depends on the ability procced on. For regular abilities, max mana should change from. It's what's matters for change from. Okay. That's pretty big. Increase maximum mana. Let's create an all damage barrier equal to. Barrier can be spelled. Wait, what? Cooldown decreased. That's interesting. Whoa. Big sun duration. Alt cast to launch orb straight. Cool. Speed increased. Impact damage every 0.5 seconds away. Wow, okay. Pace of speed decrease. Damage increase. What? Okay, does she... What? Hmm. I guess she has spell life too. But still. Damage rate increased. Oh, okay. So that's just a solo facet. Multiplier, mana cost rescaled. Miss rate rescaled. Slow duration. Targeted unit is no longer stunned when placed in a box. Base damage increased by 1. Damage at level 1 increased. Might makes any ability. Curiosity any ability passive can be leveled up. Regains 1 second curious per level, each granting him plus 1 base damage, plus 0.3 buff to restoration, and plus 2 area effects bonus for enemy heroes and he gains. That's where curiosity dies. Okay. So he's essentially plus 2 damage level 1 then. Oh, spell damage too. Okay. I do like me some Rubik mid. Seems a bit more useful now. With the extra base damage is nice. Longer levels with epicenter. Against some heroes, this is really useful. You get a lot of damage pretty quickly. Like it's like a Bristler or something in lane. Longer levels with epicenter, base damage rescaled. Whatever. Okay, now target Spirit Bear. Okay. Longer levels with Requiem Souls. Damage per soul rescaled from 1.35 to 0.15. So like what, 7? 7 levels to get 1? 7, 14, 21, 28. Base max souls decreased to 20. Damage decreased from... No damage is increased by 3 per Necromastery cell. Oh. So 20 souls, whenever 60. So your max damage is higher, and damage earlier less higher too. Facility buff is shard, no longer requires necessarily gain souls from surrounding enemies. Gain souls from 2 enemies. Each enemy can provide souls once. Each keep giving 1 soul, and here's providing 3. And this was from up to... Do some more than 20 souls per cast. Now adds a chicken illusion per 5 levels. really? Wait, really? Wait a minute, that's crazy. No? I'm gonna assume there wasn't one because I didn't have a level of it yet. Ah, 4 times of 1. Okay, so still big. I'm liking Shaman. I'm liking it. Come on, game. Come on, you can do it. Thank you. Unchanged. Duration, don't refresh period once. Okay. Cooldown increase, mana cost increased, cast range now was 50, stack ratio increased. It doubled the values though. No one goes with assassinates. Oh, take aim passively grants attack speed again. Now increases damage from sniper's attacks. Interesting, I like that. Damage from assassinates. Oh. So far range assassinate. Ooh. No longer increases attack damage. Let's see what this looks like. So we have base, level 1, level 2, level 3. Scaling isn't that crazy. Just lose that attack range. Unchange. Cooldown decreased. Cast range increased. Knowledge increased. Cooldown decreased. Duration rescaled. Ability. Spirit Breaker. Okay, your shit now kills waves. That's actually pretty big. Wait a minute, why does it... That's so odd. Maybe it doesn't fully kill a wave. That's interesting. Three seconds is a long time, wow. Whoa! Strong dispel, okay. Oh, they removed defense matrix. wow. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, no longer upgrade with Aghanim Shard though. Nothing notable. Now always basically for Tusk. Okay. Oh, cool. It's a shard now. The grabbing skill of Tusk, the faucet is now shard. Attacks now spawn the current level of Tombstone Zombie. Corrin dying back? Crap. Interesting. What? When the target attacks while infected. Interesting. Hmm. Wait, it says upon casting or attacking. Does that mean enemies attacking you doesn't affect it? So you can just do that mid-fight. Okay, that's pretty wild. Hmm. Let's see what they did. No longer reveals. Also attack damage per point of attribute by 50%. Base damage decreased by 4. Two ability changes. No, provides increased attack speed per point of agility. Hmm. Hmm. That seems fun. I want to play it. So then, wait. So sticking is much easier now with eggs. Before you had to press wind run to stick to targets. Now you don't. That's actually pretty big. Okay. Hmm. Let's think about Wraith King more later. That might make him feel like a decent offlaner to me. We'll see. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, we did it finally. It only took 3 hours. We got through all the heroes. We chose the ones we are interested in specifically. All right, thank goodness. Well, thanks for watching. And if you want to watch me actually play these heroes, come visit me on Twitch. Link should be on my YouTube page, and I'll include it in the description. Thanks. Twitch.tv/Vrasadus. See you next time.